Okay, so in this video I will show you how to repair this PC monitor. The problem now is that the backlight is on, you can see it. But there is no image, you can see it here. Okay, I will show you how to troubleshoot this step by step. Okay, the panel is not working correctly, so first thing we will test is if it's getting the power. Here's the LVDS cable. The power input goes to this, goes from here into this fuse. So only we should measure the voltage, the supply voltage of it. As you can see, it's only 2.8 volts as we power it. So you can see the backlight comes on, but the panel voltage is still low, so it's not working correctly. Because it's not getting the voltage, it could be two of them. One is the main board has failed, it doesn't give the power. Second, it could be there's a short circuit on the panel, so the switching power supply into a protection mode. So we will check for a short circuit now. This is the ground connection, and here's the positive. As you can see, there is no short circuits. Maybe it could be a cable. So let's check the voltage on the main board. Here is the filtering inductor. You can see there's 6 volts, but the panel normally requires 12 volts of this size, so it's still not working correctly. The voltage here is stored in this capacitor. This is a smoothing capacitor. This is the inductor, and this is the control chip for it. So we should check if the control chip is faulty. We should check if we should check if it will work. Yes, we will check the data sheet of the boost converter, buck converter actually. This is the step-down DC converter. This is the model of it. Here's the pin out. We could see the input is here. We should first see if it's getting the input needed. There is 19 volts at the input, so it's working correctly. Next, we will check the enable pin, see if it's enabled. The enable pin is here. There is 3.4 volts on the enable pin, and you can see in the data sheet the enable. enable is V plus 0.3 volts, so it's already enabled. Next, we will check this feedback pin. If the feedback pin is getting this, it will compare the feedback pin with 0.92 volts reference. If there is more than this on the feedback pin, the chip will think it's working correctly. If that's the case, that will mean the resistive divider is broken. We will check it. If there is less than 0.9 volts on the feedback pin, the chip is broken. This one is a feedback. Let's repower it. You can see there's only 0.5 volts. It didn't reach the 0.9 volts threshold it should, so the chip is broken in this case. So how could we fix it in this case? The chip, you can probably order a chip from China, but it will take a very long time to arrive. If you wanna repair it now, there is a quick and simple way. You can get one of these DC to DC converter and replace the chip with the external converter and set it to 12 volts. I will now try it with another bench power supply. Okay, so I have wired two bench power supply together. The power jack is wired to this one, which is set to just about 19 volts. This one is set to 12 volts. The ground is connected together. The 12 volts one have a separate connector. So now I will connect the 12 volts one to this inductor and plug in this connector together, the 19 volts and the common ground. As you can see, it started to work. It says no signal now. To do this permanently, we have already looked at the inputs. We need to take a look at the chip. There's the inputs G and D and the switch. We can just remove the chip itself, connect the module's inputs. The ground is common together on the module. You can see the ground is connected together directly. So you just connect the ground, one of the ground input or output to the ground. Connect the input of the chip to the input. Connect the output. I would remove the inductor and connect the output to the capacitors plus here. Remove the inductor and the chip, connect the output to the capacitor, then you will guarantee it to work. There is a downside to this, because this module does not support the enable function, so the panel will always be powered. But I don't think it will be a huge problem, because the power consumption is only about 300 milliamps. It's not a lot, so it will be okay in this case, I think. Okay, so now I have done the mod permanently, and you can see the display is working perfectly now. Here I removed the original chip. This is the ground plane. I connect to the input minus. Here is the input. I connect to the new module's input. The output I connect to the output capacitor. You can connect it here, the original switch pin, but I decided to connect to the capacitor directly. Yeah, and you of course need to set the voltage of the adjustable module according to your panel. In this case it's 12 volts. You can search for the panel number for it. Yeah, that's it for the repair. Thanks for watching. Bye.